Okay, recording has started. Island is loading up. Things are going to be different when I load in. I want that to be abruptly clear. Um, Reason being, my last 3 recordings had no audio, which I have now deduced is not that they had no audio. It's that the audio, for me, was incredibly quiet compared to the game. And that the game was the settings were to isolate my track so that I was audible. And when you take something that's inaudible and make it the loudest thing, you can't hear shit. So I had to scrap all of them. But I'm gonna just pop into my settings real quick. As you can see, this is way down. I am way up, and that is what you're hearing. Whoa, Jesus. So as you can see, I got my dragon, I got my wraith, my little micro raptor. I've got buildings now. I've got all these dinos. I've got more dinos down there. Fuck off, turtle. I've got some shit going for me, and I'm gonna give you guys the short and skinny of it really quick. This not really using, but for good reason. This definitely using because I love it. This is amazing because it's better than the cave trough because it holds more and it doesn't make the squelching that I hate so much. Not using him right now because I'm kind of good on the shit. This I am using for certain things. Definitely because there's an ice biome now, and this is awesome in the ice biome. And I'm gonna need the beekeeper hat, the bone bee hat. I don't actually know if it protects me from bees or not. But as you can, I'm still making hide. This is awesome because I can augment what I have here, and I decided to put fish because, fish. That's my chode. I named him that because he's a real chill toad, and then it dawned on me what I had done, but you know what? I decided to keep it. Not really using the forest. I did build a giant-ass tent, and by giant, God knows you have no clue how giant it really is. Kind of wishing I'd made this one instead, though, because, let's face it, with Finny here, with Saley, and with my chode, I'm far more of an Everglades tribe than a forest tribe. Although this is amazing. I put raw meat in here, and I get hide. This is my storage that I am storing things in. Food and syringes, gel, and leech blood. My tiny little mortar and pestle, my arrows, also the holder of all of my narcotics. 2 more food storage. This one's mostly prime meat. This one over here is mostly regular meat and my rare flowers. This is my house. Has my bed, my stove, my prepping table. Has my smithy, because you all know that I generally prefer smithy items over fabricated items. They're simpler. They do a good amount of damage. And, these are going to do real good damage. Look at that. That's not as good as a crafting bonus as I think. I wonder if the crafting skill bonus is randomized, because on this guy, it's higher than on this guy. I don't know, maybe the crafting skill bonus is a little randomized. I know I can drink a chili or something, drink a potion that boosts, I think it's called focal chili. It boosts my crafting skill incredibly. I'm gonna fucking chug one of those and make some really good shit. Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, everybody, just had a semi-topless chick walk into my room. Nice arrow tattoo, by the way. Yeah, I don't see you shirtless very often. Almost. Yeah, a bra's not a shirt. This is the best recording I've made in a while. Anywho, this is my fabricator. It's where I keep the gasoline, the cementing paste, it's the fabricated shit. It's also where I make my darts. Yeah, my favorite shotgun. I really hope I find a blueprint of you. Down here is my garden. My garden is awesome, but I keep having a glitch with my poop where all my poop wants to go bad way before my poop should go bad. Hold on, wait a minute. Alright, so now my poop's all doing the right thing, and it has like a lot of time on it. This is the poop machine herself. I just feed her these, and it pours out. It's amazing. And these are the guardians of the poop machine. Phil and Dee Dee. Because they're Dee Dee for Dilophosaur and Phil for, you know, the Dilophosaur. This is the backup guardian of my poop machine. It is still in the making right now. It'll take a bit. Can you fuck off? So, for those of you wondering about Finny and Sally, when I stand next to them, I get incredible thermal insulation. Look at that. That is not any kind of thing like I had in Scorched Earth. Alright. That's not from a tribal thing. Because if I stand over here, I'm hot. My character's hot. I'm losing water. I got the Iguanodon because I thought, much like in the other one, that I would need to use some sort of seed. And I wasn't entirely wrong. To make chili peppers, you need Tinto berry seeds. Yeah. To make red peppers, you need Tinto berry seeds. And I think I can... Yeah, I can eat these. But they don't add a lot. I use the fiber to make rice, and that's why I kind of wish I had a Therizinosaur. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, I've got a lot of good dishes in here. I like that raw meat isn't actually raw meat, it's raw anything. So like raw fish also works. Speaking of uses for fish meat, I have an oil press down here by Chode. It turns raw fish meat into oil. I've got Chode's own little meat place. And then I've got this. Now, the brine is something I've never really explored. But apparently these are all underwater themed. And that was so weird to me. And then I put on one of these. I think it was this one here, the Brine Chief. And I realized I could breathe underwater while wearing it. That's awesome. So when I really get into the underwater exploration of the game, when I've got a working harpoon gun and all that, I am gonna look heavily into that. What the hell? There's like a package sitting here in the water. I'm gonna look. Oh, dicks. But I mean, look at all these fish. I could live off of fish quite comfortably in my playthrough. And my guy has a boosted oxygen stat, so I don't really need to breathe underwater. But if I'm going to be down there for real... But, like, the length of oxygen I have is enough to kind of look around. Not enough to actually harvest anything. So being able to breathe underwater would be nice. Without it, I would need to get a Diplodocus and... Or the Newt-Newt. I would need a Newt-Newt. And Newt-Newts aren't exactly fighters. They're really not good fighters. So, I'm sticking with my Beelzebufo, or Beelzebufo. I keep pronouncing it wrong. And the reason I'm using these rocks as the rocks I'm harvesting, even though they're all the way across the water, is because river rocks have a chance of having metal in them. And I don't have an RG, which has reduced metal. So without an RG, I can't really fly north and get significant amounts of metal. I can always use my dragon, but he can only carry about 200 at a time, and so that's a lot of trips I have to make. I mean, granted, this is not a grand way to get metal, but it is a grand way to get stone. And I need stone. I also need flint. So, yeah, because spark powder. Spark powder is a nice thing to have at all times. But, I mean, I'll have to go get flint multiple times. And I can go out and get flint a lot more than I can go get stone, because stone is heavier. You know, stone slows you down more. It's really hard to tell what's a real fake stone. Yeah. So heavy. One, two, three, four. Boop. Yeah, see, I've got a lot of stone saved up, because stone is important for making cave items and stone buildings, which originally, the idea of a stone building was a terrible idea. In Scorched Earth, anyways. Because it would cook you like an oven. But, in this map, stone buildings are perfect. Because they're cheaper than metal buildings, for fucking sure. And they don't cook you. They actually insulate you very well. Especially against the cold. So if I ever go north, I'm gonna need one of those. And I do, towards the later parts of the playthrough, when metal becomes a major thing I need, I am gonna go and build a base in the north, which Finny and Saley will be pivotal in, because they act as space heaters. And I'm gonna make those two breed and have baby space heaters. And that's how I'll heat giant sections outside my base, outside the walls of my home. So, a good way to get metal, actually. I mean, this is an okay way to get metal. As you can see, I'm getting good amounts of metal. Not great, not fantastic, but I'm getting good amounts. Let's hit that tab. I've got 57 metal. That ain't half bad, you know? I've got way more flint, and I've got a decent amount of stone as well. But I'm getting a shitload of metal from this. Granted, I do have boosted gather rates. I have, I think, double the gather rates. Just because I'm alone, and I don't want to have to spend twice as much time gathering. Which I don't think you can really fault me for, because, let's face it, the grind in this game is the worst part of this game. It's therapeutic, and it's relaxing. But at the same time, it is the worst part of this game. What are you running from? I don't want to find out. Luke would tell me to do shit, but then he would threaten me and beat me up if I didn't, so it was different. When Lindsay would do it with you, because you were like, sure, I'll get you things. Don't do that. Alright, so I have exactly enough metal, because it's an odd number, and I've got an odd number at the base. It'll end in an even number. Those stupid parasaurs. Wandering all over my base, eating all my crops. Fuck off.
And she said that the one thing that she wants to do when she is here is bake things. And I'm like, okay, you bake, I'll bake dinner.
You spitting at my log pile? I have the log pile to hold excess fertilizer, but it's not looking like I'm going to have an excess. The compost heaps really don't do it all that quick. Um, right. Boop. Boo. And then pick you up, throw you back in. Oh, I can't throw you back in because I'm full up. So now I'll throw you in. And I'll top it off. And it's still not going to be because this is what it's dependent on. So boop, boop.
What to expect when you're expecting things.
Alright. Let's go drop off the metal and come back. I did pick a good base area. This is one of my favorite places to make a base, by the way, because you've got two large flat platform, well, semi-flat platforms, and without things like this, you're putting foundations on it anyways, so then they're two flat platforms that you can connect together. And then if I wanted to, I could use pillars to span the gap, or build along the wall over to that platform, and then use like a catwalk or something to connect the two. Or rope bridges. You can build rope bridges now, I believe. Let me check that before I pull that out my ass. Rope. Rope ladders.
Did you know mushrooms are the only natural source
Is
of
there a skywalk?
like cheese?
I know it's a redwood thing. Let's go to what I haven't learned yet.
I know, but no, like that's like one of the only natural.
A wooden catwalk. A thin walkway for bridging areas together, made from sturdy wood. I think that's it. Um, yeah, it's somewhere around here. But essentially, it's used to bridge these together.
I know I need to use the mercy.
But I'm not seeing it, so it has to probably be that catwalk.
I don't know how old is the book. I need to.
Oh, here's a metal catwalk. But I'm not gonna be here long enough for any of that. I do intend to go north.
The copyright gator.
Um, make a home somewhere in the ice biome. Set up some turrets. Probably not real turrets. Probably plant turrets. But a lot of metal. A lot of metal spike walls to keep things at bay. So, but that's all in time. All in time. All in due time. Um, yep, stuck on my dude. I don't know how much Chode is gonna appreciate being in a frozen tundra because he's kind of cold-blooded. But I'm really glad that doesn't technically matter in this game because it would probably kill him.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
How adorable you were as a baby.
Ugh, don't lie to her.
I will show her the pictures. They're downstairs.
I was not adorable as a
Yes,
child.
You were.
Alright,
You had a funky head just like everyone else. As
I
a baby.
I was so ugly my mama had to feed me meatballs with a slingshot across the room.
Ugh.
My mama wasn't a good aim with a slingshot, so they're usually covered in cat hair.
Yes, Jake, you look like a potato for longer than other kids. But
I still look like a potato.
who cares? No, you don't.
I'm just a potato with hair and scars.
Lots of scars.
Lots of scars. I'm still that potato. I was a very potato looking
When he
kid.
hit high school, he really did sharpen up his jaw and everything.
Well, that was a terrifying insight into my life for the 4 people that'll probably ever watch this. Kind of have more stone than flint right now. Eh. 1001. Sorry, the question was how many layers of clothing does a baby need to wear? If I'm to believe the mom from, I believe it's White Christmas, they're supposed to wear like 2,000 coats. If your child can move, they're not wearing enough. See, I tried to use the wings. I really did. But a lot of this area that I'm actually exploring out there is so heavily wooded. I just kept smacking into tree after tree after tree. And so I realized that the wings, I mean, out here gathering material, oh yeah, the wings would probably be a good idea. I'd be able to just glide over to this stone over here. But it wouldn't exactly help me get back. And with metal being a hot commodity, I wouldn't be able to, well, not a hot commodity, a rare commodity. I wouldn't exactly be wearing metal armor when I do it. So whatever I'm wearing, I'd have to repair frequently. But I have been considering putting them on, like, a hide shirt or something, you know?
Covered in goop.
Covered in my
So,
Yeah. SpongeBob. Yeah, I think so. Unless you're like Frederick and have to do that thing that this little zip the bird was rubbed raw so it would stay there forever.
You want to fucking clean them every day anyway.
Yeah.
I like that these guys aren't,
Maybe summer sessions.
they're
Yeah, I was like,
they're not hostile, even though they will attack you. Oh, piranha. Yeah, fuck off, piranha. They're not gonna attack you unless you attack one of them. But do know the moment you hit one of them, you unleash hell on yourself. Because all the ones in the area come after you. I was harvesting and I got attacked by a piranha. And it caused me to get out my sword and just kind of swing in all directions wildly because I didn't know where it was. I killed the piranha, but didn't realize I'd also killed one of them salmon. And for the next 5 minutes, I was just being ripped apart by all these fucking fish. Ugh. Where do you think I got all the fish that's in my fish press right now? That's where that came from. A goddamn salmon genocide. It happened in the swamp biome while I was making my way back home with Sally, and I kind of wish I hadn't deleted the footage because again it had no audio. I should have kept the footage of my panicked fighting against the salmon and just put like, whoa, fuck off, and just like put some music to it, you know. I don't like when they swim right at me. I kind of wish I had Genesis just for the fishnet. Because if you fishnet a fish that's larger than a 2, I think it's larger than a 2, or at least has a better than 2x, you know, because some of these are 1.1, some of these are 9, some of these really tiny ones are fucking, it's like a 0.7x. I think that X is quality, not size. Hold on, there's a really, really tiny one over here. Oh, look at him! He's a 0.4. Look how tiny he is. If they're of a sufficient quality, you would get something from them when you caught them. It could be fucking shoes, it could be metal, or it could be a spear or a crossbow, you know, just some kind of loot out of their belly. And there's a loot table that tells you everything that could be in them, and I'm not familiar with it because I don't have a fishnet. So, yeah. I also don't own Genesis, so don't expect me to do that one. Not yet, anyways. I'm gonna see if I can't knock out the others, and that's gonna take long enough that I'm probably gonna be in the throes of parenthood before I get anywhere close to beating that one. damn it, I was a little too short. Yes, I did it! I managed to get 4 of them in there. Oh, I'm the best. I am a fucking legend. Alright. Anyhow. Wow, 116 metal. Jesus Christ. So yeah, river rocks with a metal pickaxe. Kind of an okay way to get metal without having to go north and get metal. Not a great way. It's definitely not as fast as cracking a bunch of metal ore and flying home on an Argentavis with, 400 metal in tow. But I'm doing what I can. I'm doing the best with what I can. One way that I get a lot of my metal is hopping on top of Malakat and killing tech creatures, which rewards you with oil, electronics, element dust, which I can't do anything with, and scrap metal. Scrap metal is amazing in the fact that 2 of them make 2 metal. They don't make 1 metal. They make 2 metal. Ah shit, I lost one of them.
Be on the wrong side of the airport on accident. Like
Nope, put arrows in there instead.
But we're in Omaha first, so there's a one.
Yeah, did it again.
Charlotte when I went to play that.
Fastest click in the West.
Like they were working on like the walking thing, like
Yeah.
yeah, that walk thing that's like a treadmill, but it's weird not. They were working on that, so I had to go around. The airport is like a W, and hey, I was over here, and my layover time like to get to Florida is over here, and like all the construction here, so I don't like fucking. So it was like.
Alright, so I'm making a lot of extra spark powder, and the reason is because here in a minute, I'm going to turn a lot of this spark powder into a lot of gunpowder.
Are you serious? That would fucking
So,
I got there.
that's what I'm going to be doing with a lot of that.
Switched over the fucking.
Because gunpowder is one thing I don't have a lot of.
Like, hey, that was
And, I mean, I'm going to be sticking with my crossbow probably longer than I did in Scorched Earth. Simply because a lot of the things I'm going to fight out here aren't as deadly as Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth was wall-to-wall terror birds, velociraptors, thorny dragons. It was Carnotaurus. It was a deathland. It was essentially what the redwood is. And if I go into the redwood, you could bet your ass I'm going to be packing a gun.
Yeah, good. Dude.
But I'm not going to the redwood for a while.
I'd be over there. I walked over there, I'd be pale
Um,
as fuck. Like,
And because I'm not going to the redwood for a while, I'm not going to worry about packing for the redwood for a while. Because this thing also does a lot of damage. It's a really good crossbow.
I think the flight attendants know when people fly all the
I
time.
wonder. I need to make some of these, because these help you get around.
Fucking panic. Versus the people
definitely
who are
like,
like,
yes.
I should have everything I need in here.
you know, those are the people who fly all the time.
Fiber, metal, and thatch, and cementing
Some don't
paste.
know what to do. And they're like,
There we go. I only need to make 2 of them. One to pick me up off the ground, and one to hold me there.
tears, like,
Alright. Now, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna actually close the game before I use one of them, because last time I used one of them, it crashed my game. And I want to make sure that don't happen again. But, I'll do that here in a minute. What I need to do now is I need to go get metal. Now, one of the best things about having a buffed up hatchet over a buffed up pick is that wood is one of your most used resources in the game. And whether you're in an area that's ripe with it, like I am, or in a place that has very little, like Scorched Earth, you're going to need to make your wood gathering stretch as far as you can. I can no longer move. I can no longer move. There we go. I overgather wood a lot. me that. Take all of that. Give me that back. And light.
You're just
I'll
like,
throw you in there.
what's that smell? And you just look over at some fucking like raccoon. You're like, I don't know if I
Where's
can
that?
talk.
Where's that metal I dropped? Or the wood I dropped? There it is.
No,
God,
but it's
metal.
fucking
I would not
I
drop
went
metal
down
so
there because some
willy-nilly.
of the screws on the ceiling came undone, so like the thing separating the attic, one corner is like this.
Dude, I'd be sticking
I'm just
fucking
like-
towels in there.
I can't get up to it though.
Heh, heh.
Like re-screw
Big
it.
steps.
So I'm just like,
Big steps.
well, the stools are too short. Like I'm too short, right? And I can't get something.
Need an actual like there's one downstairs that Carol went and got out of the house because it was the one I got a long time ago, and she hasn't put it back.
This thing.
I know that one.
Yeah.
It's like I can reach it up with
Reach things. Right.
Light.
You make it.
Put this in here. Put this in here. And put the thatch. Dude, I have so much thatch. I'm so stoked on thatch.
you really wanted sushi after the chicken wings and like Jake, Carol, and then because they engaged and they're gonna get married in training.
Alright. Boom, 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 boom,
Nice trainer.
boom. I'm almost overburdened already. Eh. Damn it! I knew that was gonna do it.
I just don't want it to be like courthouse building. Like,
See, my character's hot so often that I feel like I shouldn't wear my metal armor while I'm running around the base. I should wear like my fiber cloth armor when I'm running around. That way, Eh. That way my character's not only lighter but also cooler. Where did I drop it? Oh, there it is. I'll work on that. I will definitely work on having some around the house clothing. Kind of like I did in the end of Conan, which I don't think I showed you guys, because I haven't streamed Conan in forever, because I'm really bad about doing Conan streams. Just because that game's open to so much, like, there's just so much to that game. It not only is it always changing because updates and the mods I got, the DLCs you can snag, but it's always changing because your attempts to crush the end game bosses have to change constantly. You can't beat any two bosses with the same strat. You just can't. Like with the Witch Queen, you can just block her, but you can also stun her. So you just fuckbox her till you're out of stamina, and then you block. And then you fuckbox her till you're out of stamina, and then you block. And it's as long as you have a backup for when she like knocks you down, or if she breaks your shield, or if you need to eat something because something hurt you, or really to help you get rid of the giants quickly, because she comes in a set amount of time after that fight is start, not after you've beat both giants. You have a set amount of time, so you could still be on your first giant and she'll be coming after you. So that you really need a friend or at least a high-ranking AI with a bow to help you get past the giants, and then to chip away at her health while you take her on. With the Kin Scourge, the one that really got me stuck, you can't fuckbox him. He takes no stagger damage. He feels nothing, because technically he's undead. And so my attempts to damage him were useless, and he would just powerhouse me through it. So the way I took him on was I got a follower who had a bow, a really, 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 really good bow and really, really amazing arrows. Like, literally the best arrows I could give. Um, and we took him on that way. I just blocked powerhouse after powerhouse hit from him, or tanked what I could, while they poured damage into him with their bow. Ugh, those are going to take forever. Alright, well, I'm going to leave them. Ooh, Carnotaurs. Alright, I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you guys how I get my scrap metal. I'm also going to hit some drops, because hitting drops is a great way to get the rare resource and the amazing blueprint.
I was talking to a lady the other day. She was getting like a ton
Ooh, don't go too low. If I hit the water, I get kicked off. Off my mount. Not like kicked off the game, kicked off my mount. Oh, so earlier I was talking about my toad, my Beelzebufo. In my opinion, they are a must-have for anyone playing this game, and especially this map. They are a must-have. The biggest reason being they are immune to leeches. Leeches don't even target you while you're riding one. Oh, sorry, that's the whitest maginess from a conversation we're having. That has more to do with Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, in it, whoever's on charge of keeping the boat alive is referred to as a white mage. The reason being the old Final Fantasy job class. You know, that before it was called the cleric or the priest or priestess, it was referred to as a white mage. Ooh, tech dino. Yep. So there's 12 scrap metal, which translates to 12 metal ingots, because scrap metal's a direct correlation instead of a 2-to-1. Because it's already pure metal, it's just all busted and twisted up. You just gotta melt it into a more usable form. Ooh, piping. I don't actually need piping right now. I'm pretty much all piped out. Thank you, though. I'll need drops like that when I go to when I go to expand. But even then, I'm probably gonna switch to metal piping, just because that's more durable. Cause it's more durable. Oh my god. Fuck. What was I saying? Right. And then you've got your DPS, who are like the cannonades. You know, the guys who fire the cannons. That's more like the ranger class, or like the archers. You know, although we refer to them as the black mage, because, you know, the black mage is the one that deals the damage. They're the ones that use like Firaga, Thundra, the Blizzard, even just the Death spell. That's all the black magic. And then the people who board, the ones who get their fucking hands dirty, cutting a bitch. We refer to them as the knight or the paladin class, because that's essentially the what that class was all about. It's a non-ranged class that goes over there. Now, if you're gonna tuck though, you'd be like the ninja or the thief or the assassin. You know, we essentially assign job duties based on Final Fantasy, because everyone in the group has played or is familiar with Final Fantasy. Because it's such a fucking wonderful game, you know? I'm freezing. How am I freezing? Alright, so I'm finding a lot of Helena dossiers. Oh, that's why I'm freezing, because here's the frozen north. Well, I've got a little time before it kills me. I might as well take a look around. Haven't actually been north I mean, I did go north. I put on some snow gear and went to get obsidian.
Can't like hunt.
That was about it. I could use some more pelt though, so I'm gonna interject here for a minute. Ah no, dragon. There we go. I just killed a shitload of things like that.
Yeah.
That's why it is.
Give me all the pelt. Ooh, crystals. Let's heal up just a hair.
It's like barely leveling
Let's see what this is.
outdoor pools.
Take those.
Yeah, because they don't have that chlorine smell that hurts your
See what you got out of that. Give me that. Drop it. Gimme, gimme. Drop it. Gimme, gimme.
Well, plus
Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, drop. Drop it. Really? Just 32 pelt? That's not a whole lot.
so many snacks. Whatever.
that just
I still.
No, don't reach.
It would make no sense if like.
There we go.
It would be fucking huge all the time.
Come on at me, bitches.
Remember, just
Bite the shit out of you. I get a lot of EXP for it, too. Wow, that got me 100 some pelt. Bam. Bam. Wow, that stacked some weight on. You Tyrannus, way to get pelt.
she was part of that.
Jesus. Let's go carry weight. I want you to be able to lug a little more. Because honestly, compared to most of the things on this map, you're already the most OP thing I have.
there's some strips.
So you really don't need more dam. You need more carry weight.
That's all you need.
Oh look, a Daedon.
Floating, but I can do a bit.
What up, little hell pig? You're a familiar sight.
Doggy paddle pretty great.
I got access to spray.
I don't think you give me pelt. There's another you Tyrannus.
Awesome.
Fighting a bunch of hell pigs. Or fighting a hell pig at least.
That's cool.
Dude, I can just spit lightning right now. That's awesome. Yeah, I just overloaded him. Shit.
It's not very good.
That and that. Hop back on. And give me that. And we'll start dropping some of this shit. Oh, there we go. And let's get the hell out of here before my guy freezes to death. Sadly, not a lot of drops on the map right now. Alright, here in a minute, my guy's gonna start to heal. Yep, there we go. He's ticking up health, which is gonna tick down his food. So I'm gonna wait for his food to get low. Then I'll make him eat, which will boost his healing, and so on and so forth. But for the most part, I just need to get this pelt home. I can make prime hide out of it. I can make certain saddles out of it. Just really useful. How you doing today, Kristen?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say great, but then that's a lie.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're honest. Dude, yesterday sucked. We had to build an entire chicken coop from the ground up.
Oh yeah?
Um,
There was a fence.
There was a fence, but the fence was in pieces. And we couldn't just put the fence on the ground because chickens like to scratch and peck, and we didn't want them digging out. So we had to dig these about 1.5 foot deep trenches and then slap railroad ties in those trenches. And oh my god, that alone is tiring. But when you think like Iowan clay ass soil, it gets so much worse. And yeah, and we're hoisting these railroad ties, and at one point I just wanted to take a big ass fucking nap.
Well, yeah. I don't know how the fuck mom's planning on doing her food.
I was so done. So done. And
Yeah.
alright, all I need to do now is put the scrap metal in here.
It's cute. It has pockets.
Oh yeah, you can't get something for a chick and not have it have pockets.
No, that pisses me off that children's clothes have deeper pockets.
When I was in Walmart
Well, I
today,
told her that. I was like, hey mom, you know how girl clothes never have pockets? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, Allie will not stand for that shit. If you're gonna get Bonnie something, make sure it has pockets.
when I was in Walmart, I was like, I'm gonna go see if the guys have like tampons.
No, Allie, hold on.
He only has like 2, right?
Yeah.
Mom's response to me was the best. She goes, Jake, how many times when you were a child did you come running into the living room with bugs, dirt, and worms in your pockets? And I'm like, because I know it was more to few. She goes,
I didn't put bugs in my.
She goes, if I don't give Bonnie clothes with pockets, she's gonna show me the bugs, dirt, and worms that she has. So I'd much rather get her pockets, so that way your sweet, loving girlfriend can yell at your grandchild about the bugs, dirt, and worms.
That'll be fine.
And I'm like, flawless logic, Mom, flawless logic. Oh, I think that's a red drop. Nope, multicolored shit. Now let's go check out these 2 greens and a. Yeah, it was like 2 greens and a blue are better than 2 yellow, or I mean 2 multicolored. I would love 2 yellow drops. Oh, I forgot to eat earlier, so now I'm just munching away, anyways. My character's heavy, but that's just from like the arrows and the grappling hooks and the every other equipment that I carry that I probably don't need to carry. Whee!
Oh yeah, monkey butt. You have monkey butt. His name's Beaver.
Ooh, straight up Narcos. Sweet. No, I'm just gonna take the narcotics and the fiber.
He was at 2 sizes bigger.
Those are 2 drops right next to each other, not one, and it's really tripping with my brain.
You just have that one box.
Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna deal with the big boy.
Have a whole bunch of stuff. You have another one of those?
There we go. Dealt with. Now I just really gotta hope that there are no like leeches hiding in the water. Because the last thing I want is my dragon getting swamp fever. Don't need any of that right now. So. Bah, 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 bah. Whoa. Let me back up a minute. I think I missed. How did I miss? Are you immune to lightning? Hold on, maybe my lightning's just dudding out on me. Nope. No, my lightning is full power.
I still have a sock. I found a sock in the clothes that I was doing earlier, and it was like a tiny, tiny socks. It's like one of
There
those
we go.
things.
Oh, Jesus. I did not mean to get 200 meat from that. I just meant to get some EXP. Just a metal ceiling blueprint. That's fucking useless. Ow, god damn it. I keep gathering them and I don't mean to. I just click absent-mindedly.
I put that on.
Um, purple. Purple's a guaranteed something good. Not really, but still. But see, I mean, look at all these trees. In Scorched Earth, you could glide, and as long as you didn't slap into one of the very obvious mountains scattered around, you could pretty much... Oh my god. Hello, yellow. You could glide for pretty much ever. But now you've got all these trees that get in the way the moment you start getting close to the ground.
On a close island. No.
Oh, I choose this over drop. There's two of them! There's something else tech in the woods there.
Yeah.
I see you glowing. I'm gonna bite my way to you, and I'm gonna bite your ass. Tech Raptor.
Ew.
There you are.
Yeah. I'm praying for it all the time.
Ooh. Alright, I'll take it. Just because I'm interested in some better ghillie gear.
They have little hearts on those things.
I remember the one time I tried to tame a Gigantosaurus, and I quickly realized, ooh, tech, that I did not have near enough fucking narcos for it, because they wake up. They wake up so fast. I might reach there the moment it does. I'm getting a good amount of tech things, though. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Drop, 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 drop. Yeah, I mean, 37 metal ain't nothing to gawk at. It's not grand, but nothing to gawk at. Also, what the fuck is going on over there? Come on, touchdown. Touchdown, thank you. What, what is going on over here? Insufficient stamina. Defensive lasers! Charge in the laser! Haha, killed 3 of them.
Well, I mean, like, kids do run warm, but
Yeah. Oh, she was just walking around and I was just like, oh my gosh, are your feet cold? And I went and grab them to see how cold they were. I put like a whole
Whoa! Knock your foes off their mounts. Can only be utilized. Aww. Still though, I'll take the ghillie. The ghillie's really nice.
what is this?
No, I thought the lance would do damage, not just dismount somebody. That's significantly less helpful. It'd be okay on like a primitive plus server where like you could use it to, you know, dismount somebody, but chances are you're just gonna shoot him instead. You know, I don't know anyone who wouldn't just make the choice of empty bullets into him. can't see if I'm lasering him. Oh my god, I'm so blind. Oh my god. I think I'm overusing my laser. Ooh. Give me that and hurl that. This ain't half bad haul tonight. Ooh, another yellow. I really like the yellows because they have a lot better drop loot than they did on the last map. That's purple. On the last map, your drop loot was kind of limited because the dinosaurs on that map were a lot more limited. Here, there's so many more dinos and so many more non-specific uh, engrams. The last map focused really heavily on like scorched earth specific items. This one doesn't do that. It offers a lot more open view. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Get on. What is that timer? Increases Topor in humans over time. A paralysis? I forgot that Troodons could paralyze humans. Ow. Fuck off. Let's bathe ourselves in the light. I just killed a beaver. Oh, Grandiose. But no, that Thylio came out of fucking nowhere. That's because in the last one, Thylios just kind of wandered around on the ground. But in this one, Thylios live in the fucking trees, man. Like the Viet Cong. And they will leap down on you from above, taking you clean off your mount. Which, again, dismounting, a big theme that they tried to pass in the game. Because you're a lot more vulnerable off your mount. I will admit this. You are 100 times more vulnerable after you've been knocked clean off your mount. Red drop. But at the same time, anyone with a really good shoulder mount, like I have, is going to be safe when they're dismounted. Especially if that dismountee clings to you. Like a raptor's pounce attack, or the Thylio's pounce attack, or lancing somebody, and then like running at them, or like lancing them and then trying to bog them down. You're going to be vulnerable. Tech creature. I do most of my tech hunting at night, because they show up at night. Although I think I missed my chance. Yeah, they ate him. God damn it. They ate it. Fucking hell. Oh, looks like I'm about to lose a lot more health. Boop, boop, boop. I need those arrows. I need to make trank arrows out of them. Or just, there was a mod that I didn't get that, looking back, would be perfect for me. It's, oh my god. Hello. He just spawned in. Jesus. I thought he was off in the distance, like in the water, and he was just so massive. Like I thought there was a glitch, and he was super massive. I was about to fucking weep, because there's no way I'd be able to take something that big out. Gimme, 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 gimme. Woolly rhino saddle, Capricurus, and then an actual cow there. Alright, so I'm gonna take that one, and pitch that one. Alright. Not the best drop in the world, but not the worst. Alright, daylight's coming quick, so I've got to hurry up. Um, let's biggity bounce. That's the blue obelisk. So I need to head that way, right? Right, yeah, somewhere around there. I'm gonna go over the volcano. Alright, I'm gonna call this one here. The next one's probably gonna pick up here in a couple minutes. Anyways, I've just got some shit I want to do today that I gotta get done soon. So, bye everybody.